Let's get to the news. Now, the news today, like I said, in the last 24 hours, has been this. Here you go. This is from Gizmodo, but lots of people are reporting this, okay? This has been hitting all the wires. It's been all over Twitter. It's been all over everything in the last 24 hours because this was reported yesterday afternoon to be exact. And this is the headline from Gizmodo. China publishes, then deletes report of potential alien signals. Observations from a radio telescope almost certainly aren't evidence of aliens, this article says, but we'd love to know more about these alleged signals. Okay, all right. So this starts, of course, poo-pooing on the aliens, and that's fine by me. I mean, whatever, right? Yeah, you can find, for every one of these, you can find one saying the aliens are here, and that's okay. That's what propaganda is all about. That's what news cycles are all about, and that's why we have these discussions to decide for ourselves what the hell's actually going on out there. So let's read a little bit more of this article, and this is, again, this reported yesterday. This is brand new, and brand new spanking new news, breaking news, I don't know, whatever the hell you call it. Anyway, here we go. Yesterday, Science and Technology Daily, a state-backed media outlet in China, published what could have been an exciting piece of news. Researchers recorded radio signals that looked like evidence of extraterrestrial technology. Uh-oh. Rogue blips from an advanced alien civilization made their way to Earth? Well, this article says probably not, because the twist here isn't that we may have found aliens. It's that Science and Technology Daily quickly pulled the story from its website. This is reported by Bloomberg, and Gizmodo picked it up to poo-poo on the alien idea, right? Now, I did track down the article that they actually did delete, and this is 100% true. You guys can check it out. They got the Chinese from ST Daily, and you've got this. You translate it, and wouldn't you know it, it says this: the page you visited could not be found. All right, so there we go. There's the weirdness with this, is that so not only did China with the largest radio telescope in the world pick up what they're calling alien techno-signatures, okay, which of course would be pretty astounding if they actually found proof of an exoplanet that had, aliens, right? But here's the actual page that got redacted, and it says, the page you visited could not be found. And there it is. So I don't know. I think this is the weird part, because not only is it reported again, it's been reported by so many people. Let's go to Giant Freaking Robot and read some of this, because maybe they're not poo-pooing on it so hard. Here you go, just straight from giantfreakingrobot.com, talking about alien civilizations in the Chinese telescope. Let's read a little bit more of this. Let's see, blah, blah, blah. Zhang Tongji, the chief scientist of their alien civilizations search team, is cited in a report that says the team was using their Sky Eye telescope when they picked up some odd narrow band electromagnetic signals. These signals had been nothing like they had received before, and the team would investigate further in this manner. This team was put together via the Beijing Normal University, the National Astronomical Observatory of the Chinese Academy of Sciences, and the University of California, Berkeley. Together, they have decided to dedicate their time to studying the possibility of finding extraterrestrial life in the universe. Oddly enough, though, the reports of their findings had been published. Once they were published, they were almost immediately taken down, and that's the weird part here. Like I said, so a few questions really pop up in my brain regarding this situation, this news from yesterday, this actual alien techno signatures discovered, according to Chinese state media and their sciences division. Okay, now the thing about it is, it got me thinking in terms of, okay, so number one, if they found this, why would they pull the information down almost immediately? That's the first question on my mind. Why do you think this would be the case? Okay. And so some people, again, are poo-pooing on this and saying, nah, this is not aliens, guys. This has nothing to do with aliens. This is recycled signals from Earth. They're detecting cell phone signals or this, that, or the other thing, right? But without the raw data, how are we to know? Okay. So that's the thing. So the plot thickens, right? Because of course you put something up as inflammatory, as clickbaity as, oh, by the way, our science division in China found alien techno signatures, okay? That's the first thing. But then the question there is, why did they take it down almost immediately? All right. That's the first question. Number two, it got me thinking in terms of, let's say, the politics regarding aliens. And is there an actual race going on between, let's say, superpowers or countries of the world, governments of the world, to be the first to actually have proof of the existence of aliens, right? So, in many cases, in many terms, we look at Project Blue Book, we look at the most recent UFO congressional hearings, we look at so many things where the government seems to be flirting with this idea of, UFOs, aliens, this type of stuff. But then they always seem to come up short of disclosure, all right? Short of actual disclosure. So do you think there's a race here or a cover-up? And I think that's the oddness of this. If China pushed this out and said, we found alien technosignatures, why would they redact it so quickly? And do you think in that regard there's a race to be the first ones with proof, to say, hey, look, guys, we have the proof, the aliens are here, here's what we can look at, here's the data, et cetera, so on. So is there a race between governments to actually be the first to decide or determine that there are aliens here or out there somewhere? Or do you think that this is part of a propaganda cover-up per usual? Because, of course, you can go back 70 years, all the way back to the Roswell crash. No matter what you believe about that, whether you thought it was a weather balloon or whether it was something else. And that's the question, right? So what are these governments doing? So they put up the information, then they take it down. Somebody caught it and reported on it. That was Bloomberg, I believe. And then everybody followed. And so here we are, aliens again, right? And that's fine. Like I said, I do like aliens. I do like the idea of alien technosignatures and astronomy and exoplanets and all that stuff. I love it all. I love it. All right. But, well, where are the aliens? Where are the damn aliens? Show me the damn aliens, right? Bring me the aliens. Okay, that's how I feel about this. Okay, so those are the first couple questions as we go. And the third question is this tonight. So regarding all that stuff with the politics of the situation, how is it that we've missed the boat regarding this? Is there this gigantic cover-up still happening? Again, we've had some, let's say, moving the needle in terms of Lou Elizondo coming out, right? Luis Elizondo supposedly worked for ATIP in the Pentagon. Like I said, there's people that believe he did. There's people that believe he didn't. It looks like the FOIA stuff has said that they deleted his emails and he was the Pentagon UFO guy. I mean, there's a whole bunch of very, very spy game type intrigue going on with this type of stuff. People tried to smear him in the Pentagon and say he didn't do the work in the capacity he did with the UFO program. Other people have said James Lakatsky came out in a book with George Knapp called Skinwalkers at the Pentagon. And Lakatsky had said that, no, I was the one working on the UFO program. We had the budget and Lou had his little thing that had no budget. So again, people kind of inside these government circles of the Pentagon and the DOD, Department of Defense and whatnot, it still doesn't seem to be a clear, one unified story about UFOs and about the UFO programs and what the government actually thinks about it. So why is that? Is there still this cover-up happening? And why? Why? I mean, we've talked about this in the past, of course, in terms of, we're not ready. Humanity's not ready for the idea of extraterrestrials. And they say, there'd be a breakdown of society and, all these same stupid reasons we've heard over and over and over again. And I don't know, would you, let's say again, let's just, for food for thought here. What if let's say flying saucers entered the atmosphere and we're just hovering over every major city in the world, right? We've talked about this before, but would you stop going to work? Would you stop paying your taxes? Right? That type of stuff. Would the world grind to a halt and hold its breath, its collective breath, waiting for either war or peace or somewhere in between? The first actual contact, official contact. I don't know. And that's what I mean. That's why these discussions, I think, are worthy of a conversation, because it doesn't matter what I think. Don't forget, it doesn't matter what I think. It matters what you think. This is your reality. Okay, so that's where we're at tonight. We got this news from China that they said they found technosignatures. Okay, from a possible exoplanet. We don't have the actual raw data of this just yet, because they did redact all this information almost immediately. So Bloomberg picked it up, spread it all over the place. Everybody picked it up from there, and so we're talking about it tonight.